Hi, buddy.
Hi, how's it going?
Good. Welcome to the show.
Woo, I am so excited. I have a little present for you.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
Okay, so since everybody's into friendship bracelets, I got you a little friendship bracelet.
Buddy. And it says London.
Boy.
London boy.
Like the Taylor Swift song.
The Taylor Swift. I'm going to cherish this for life. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Happy New Year.
Thank you. Thank you. Wow. What a 2024.
We slayed.
We did. Should we open the fucking champagne?
Dude, open it. I'm here to watch you open this.
Okay.
You know how long it took for me to learn how to open bottles of champagne? A really long time.
Dude.
And I would watch videos in the past and I would think, you got to shake it. That's how you get the best of it. And then I know.
Dude, I took a sommelier class, so I have my level 1 sommelier.
What's sommelier?
Where you're like an expert at wine. And so the only reason why I took it is A, my stepdad paid for it. B, you get to drink 14 glasses of wine.
In one sitting.
Like
Like smaller ones.
Yeah, but you're supposed to spit them out. And oh no.
You can do it. Just, I think if you hold it like really tight and then.
Oh no.
Oh.
What?
No. Don't keep holding on to it.
Okay.
And then like just nurture it. Yeah, you've got it. There you go. Perfect.
Woo! Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, my buddy. I love it. What flavor is this?
It is a rosé prosecco. Wait, I think that's the worst way
Truly
to pour it.
Iconic. I know, I should have got flutes. And you know what's really funny? I went in to get the flutes and my house is like meticulously organized, but I could only see one. And I was like, I'm not deep diving to get more.
Fuck no.
Cheers, girl.
We did it.
We did it. Okay. It's actually really nice.
It's not bad.
It is good.
Not bad.
I don't usually drink bubbles. I'm more of a red wine drinker.
I know. I was thinking about also bringing a bottle of red wine in case you didn't like it. And then I was like,
Too much. Last weekend I went out and I was like, I'm going to have 3 glasses of wine. Yes, they will be big glasses, but like I had 8 glasses of red wine. I know. But I woke up and I felt fine.
What?
I know. And
I'm like dead off of like 2 cocktails.
I know, but I feel like my stamina for red wine is like on point. But it either hits or it doesn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I can either do it or I shouldn't endorse the fact that I can drink loads of. Do you remember when I was sober for like 6 months?
I was gonna bring back the story of remember when you were throwing up in my bathroom, and then we were watching what show were we watching?
Emily in Paris.
And I got you hooked on Emily in Paris, but you would like go to the bathroom every like half an hour to throw up.
You know, it's really funny. I was thinking about it. I was driving here to pick you up. I went over the Alex Fraser Bridge.
Yeah.
And I never forget the day I left your house. I had a bin bag and I took the bin bag into like my shirt and was like driving like one-handed, listening to music like to try and pump myself up, vomiting over the bridge. And there's like 6 lanes open. And I was like, this is truly one of the fucking worst moments in my life.
This is rock bottom.
This is rock bottom. Got home. And I was like, tied my little bag. And I walked over and my landlord was like, how's it going? And I'm like, just carrying my own vomit from last night. How are you?
You have like a top knot in your hair, like a fucking, I think you wore my t-shirt. Oh.
I have no class.
I have never seen anyone be so hungover in my house. That wasn't me.
But what I will say is that night there was 3 of us.
There was 3 of us. There was 3 of us.
And you guys were hammered. And I remember... And I do this all the time. I remember texting Jamie and I was like, the girls were really drunk. And I'm so judgy. And I'm like, they're really drunk. As if I'm not.
Oh, and you guys asked the waitress to serve me water.
Yeah, I cut you off.
Yeah, you cut me off.
I was like, yo, and I was like, here you go, babe. There's a vodka lemonade.
And I was like so into it.
Like
I didn't
sipping
even know.
the straw. And I was like, I've got your drinks. I'll pay for them. Like, and I'm on my high horse. I'm like totally like, yeah, no, it's fine. Like, she's really drunk. I'm cool. I'll take 2 glasses of wine. And then like
1 for her.
And then I go home and I'm chilling. I go to bed and I like text all my friends how much I love them. I'm very loving. Wake up the next day, everyone else is fine. And I'm like, my head's going to explode.
You were dying.
Yeah.
I've never seen you so hungover.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even think you were that hungover after the Riverdale rap party.
Let's just talk about how we met.
Yes, exactly.
I want to talk about how we met. How long ago was it? How long have we been friends for now?
Oh, shit. Like 3 years. 2 years.
It'll be 2 years.
2 years, yeah.
2 years, yeah. That's crazy. That's gone so fast.
And I remember, like, when I first got onto the show, like, we vibed, like, right away.
We did,
Like,
but
we
I was aware of you.
Yes.
Because, okay, I remember someone pulling me aside and being like, okay, so this girl, Nicola, is coming on the show, coming to Riverdale, and, like, just be really careful of, and I was like, okay, so we hate her. Because I'm like, immediately like, okay, like, we're in the same, we're doing the same job, we're both assistant directors. And I remember being like, okay, then I met you and I was like,
and we, like, kind of vibed.
I look like her. She has nice hair, like, we could be friends.
Thank you.
And I feel like as the time went on, and I remember you were only there for, like, you were only supposed to be there for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, not even.
But you said to people, this won't be the end of me. I'll be staying. And I remember a girl being like, oh, maybe she's trying to take your job.
And then you thought I was going to take your job. But really, the real story is I took someone else's job. But they put me in such a sticky situation.
I know, but it worked out.
It actually worked out really nicely.
It worked out so well. And I think it was nice because it was season 7. So, you know, everyone had gone through so much. And it was nice to end on such a high, especially within that department.
And I feel like the AD team, like, once, like, I came in, we kind of weaned out the drama, everybody in it. So it was kind of, like, nice to end the show that way, except for you breaking your foot. You broke your foot.
I did break my foot. But you know what? That was 2 weeks before we wrapped.
Yeah. And you still came to work. I've never seen anything like it. You still came to work and you broke your foot and you were in a fucking cast. I have never seen, and oh my God.
Do you want to know? Okay. That was a really fun night though. Like, okay, so we went downtown and we went to, I think it was like an Earl's or whatever. And I know every time someone says, let's go to Earl's, I'm like, ew, no, it's fucking sketchy. Every time I go to Earl's, I have the best time.
But they have, like, such sugary drinks that I'm like, oh, I feel so sick.
Red wine through and through.
Yeah.
But here's the problem. I think I took a little bit of magic mushrooms because I was like, you know, when you're going to a big social event, if you microdose, it's a win because then you look like, I usually love people anyway, but I find the older I get, I do get a little bit more like, okay, like I'm surrounded by these people for like
when is it time to go?
75 hours a week. Like, you know, you get a little bit nervous and like we all like trash at work half the time. So I'm like, am I overdressed? And like, I get in my head a little bit and I'm sure we all do. Anyway, so we go to Earl's and there's like a big group of us. And I'm like, okay, well, it's happy hour, double fisting red wine, like sign me up. And then my husband's down the end, like sliding me wine. And I'm like, this is great.
And wasn't it open bar in Riverdale too? Like, it was open bar. Because I remember going pre-drinking too. No, Yeah,
we had drink tickets. But then, like, they were just handing them out.
Yeah.
Like, if you knew someone, like, here's a drink ticket. And, like, we're buddies with everyone. So it's like, here's your drink ticket.
Like, sliding it. It's like some drugs. Like, here you go. Have a drink ticket. Here you go.
Opens up the leather jacket and you're like,
it's all right here. It's like, what drink ticket would you like?
And I remember giving drink tickets to other people. I was like the drink ticket dealer because I remember the office girl kept giving them. Sick, sign me up. Anyway, the night's going well. And it was at the Commodore, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So the night's going well. And I remember being like, living my best life. Like, we're hanging, the vibes are good. And we're on the dance floor because everybody's dancing.
Yeah.
And I remember the floor was just so slippy. And we were making a joke of like, we're ice skating around.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like, we were like sliding. I was like, this is crazy. And then we're dancing in a circle and my boss is literally right next to me on the right-hand side and I just slip. And I was wearing these wedge shoes.
Yeah.
Last time in my life I've ever actually worn heels. And
because you can't do it.
can't do it. And yeah, I slipped and he picked me up and I was like, you're good. Keep dancing.
I remember I'm like, because I was on the dance floor too, but not near you guys. And I was like, oh my God, was it my drink that spilled? Because I've been known to like spill drinks everywhere. And so for a good like chunk of the time, I was carrying around this burden of like, oh my God, I broke Bex's foot. I am the culprit. I did this to her. And then I was like, you know what? No, I was like never near her. It could have been anybody.
So I'm like trying to dance off and I was like, shit. So I could see Jamie and I was like, gotta go. So we go to the side and we like sit down and it's really dark on the outskirts. Yes. It's like booths. So we sit down and I was like, I've really, really hurt myself. I need first aid. but I'm hammered. So I'm also like,
I
it's
need
fine.
first aid. It's like, we're still on
And
film set?
he looks at my foot and he was like, oh no, black straight away, like really bad. So he goes, gets a cup of ice. And instead of me logically being like, oh, I'll just put it straight on my ankle, I start tipping ice onto my foot. And he was like, that was the first sign that you were absolutely hammered. And I was
You
like,
need to go.
that's a problem. So I was like, we got to go. We really have to go. So I was like, I'm not walking the whole way through this party. Like, we have like 2.5 weeks left of filming the show.
Yeah.
I'm not embarrassing myself. Let's go out the back door. Security wouldn't let me go down there. I was like, you can escort me. Like,
You can carry me.
you can like anything. Like, call an ambulance. Well, don't call an ambulance. But like, let me get out of here. And nope. I walk through limping, waving. People haven't seen me. How's it going? And I'm like, snap my foot. Get outside. We get in a taxi, go home. And I think I went to sleep in the taxi because I was feeling really nauseous. Just from like, I've drank quite a bit and like, this is bad. I get into bed. I go to sleep for like a decent 8 hours. And I woke up. And bear in mind, I've broken 11 bones. This was my 12th bone.
What?
Yeah. Like as a kid, I would always break bones. So I'm like, I wake up and I had this moment of, why does my foot hurt? And then I was like, oh, it's all coming back to me. Oh, I remember. Anyway, so then I was like, what would Bex do?
Yeah.
I get in the shower and I was like, this is broken. You need to have an everything shower.
No.
You got to wash your hair. You got to shave your legs. They're going to put a cast on this and you're not going to see... Your leg's not going to see the light of day for like 7
You're
weeks.
like, a hot doctor is going to see my legs. I need to look good.
But I did it. I got in that shower and I was like, boom, let's go. Straight to hospital. I was in and out within 2 hours.
Wild.
Yeah, did my x-ray. She was like, oh, you living your
so it was
best
a
life.
female doctor.
Well,
Too bad it wasn't a hot male doctor. I would have been like, so.
I told everyone a different story. I was like, oh, I was just walking. Oh, I was just... chilling.
I didn't just slip on some drink on the dance floor.
I guess they don't put it in a cast. They put it in this boot thing.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, sick. Like, it's in a boot. It means I can still wash it. Like, I'm a massive germaphobe. Great. So I went home. That was that. And then the Monday, I remember we were filming in a forest, which was, they were like, you shouldn't come to work. Like, and I was like, great. I don't want a muddy boot.
No.
So I then went back to work on the Tuesday, set 200 background.
Well, I remember Jamie like driving you in and like dropping you off, like literally driving into the studio, dropping you off of the trailer. And it was like the funniest thing. Mm-hmm. And like I had to grab you breakfast or Jenna would grab you breakfast.
Yeah. And I just remember like I had the best time. It was fine.
And you set background.
And I remember I sat in a throne with the showrunner. Do you remember they made that little throne? And I was like, sick.
You're like, I look great.
And it was hot. I just remember it being hot. But yeah, then I went to LA with a broken foot.
And Mexico.
I then went to Mexico. And like, the good thing was, because it wasn't a cast,
I went take the boot off.
And I went in the water with my Crocs and just floated around and got drunk.
Crocs. I can't.
Okay, let's talk about Crocs.
You can't be near me in Crocs.
Really? I used to think that about Crocs.
No. They're like garden shoes. Like I will garden with you in Crocs. I like have a pair from the set sale, but I will not go out into the public with them. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. So it's like that in sweatpants. I will not.
I agree on sweatpants. That being said, I will go and get a facial in a pair of sweatpants. I will do it.
Oh.
Yeah. And I know it's really unlike me. I know I'm not going to see anyone. I put my hood up. I've got my sunglasses on. I'm good to go. Like, it's fine.
I have no sweatpants that like are acceptable to go out because they're like covered in makeup or like I wipe my hand. Yeah,
but I feel like if you went to a Aritzia and bought like...
I have Aritzia sweatpants.
Do they hold up nicely?
Yeah, if you wash them properly.
Okay.
Yeah, if you wash them properly. I have like these bright orange sweatpants that everybody calls my jail pants.
Bright orange? Well, that's your first problem. You want a nice gray or like a navy.
They're Aritzia.
Yeah, but they're orange.
Yeah, but they look cool.
To you.
Sure. Yes.
My Crocs are actually marble orange, I will say. No, but I got them from Winners. They were like $30. And they are pretty good. And I will say, I put them in the washing machine. I did.
Your Crocs?
Yeah, if you put them in the washing machine, they come out really nice. Like you just put them on a cold wash for like 30 minutes and they come out like brand new. I also bought a pair of black platform Crocs.
No, you didn't.
No,
with the fur.
No. Okay, I draw a line at that as well.
No,
but they're good as slippers as well around the house.
Okay, they're fine as slippers, but I don't ever want to, like, it's like sweatpants. They need to stay in the house.
So what is your go-to for like, I know you're completely against leggings.
Yeah.
Leggings are a hard pass.
Leggings are a hard pass.
Yeah, okay. So like then what is your, okay, I'm going to be really comfortable. What is your comfy trouser?
Like to be at home or to go out
To
in?
go out. Like if you're going to like run an errand.
Oh, no, I'm like full nines. I'm like jeans, belt,
Commit to the
jacket.
bit.
I am committing to the bit.
Do you think it's because of where you live?
I think it's also because where I live. I think it's also because I love fashion and I see so many people, they know how to dress and they look good. I also follow like a lot of fashion like Instagram. So I don't know. I just like, if I'm not dressed up, I feel not good. And I also feel it comes from, since we work in film,
Yeah.
you can't dress your best. And I'm sure a lot of people will say, yes, you can. But like
No,
if you want to be comfortable and you want to be able to get the job done and you're on set for 18 hours a day, you don't feel comfortable in like a tight top and a pair of jeans.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I agree. I do agree with you. I always feel like if I go to work and I hate my outfit, I have a shitty day.
Me too. 100%. Or if I don't like my hair or if I don't
Yep.
like it the way it looks like under a hat, I have a really shitty day.
Yep.
And I think that comes from like, we are such a visual industry and everybody looks at you like this is the first thing they see. And it's like, you're also like, for our job, like we're greeting cast, we're talking to directors, we're talking to producers. So this is the first thing they see. And you want to come off as being professional, but you also want to come off as being comfortable. So I feel like on the weekends, that is my time to really embrace feeling good. Like I want to do my hair. I want to put makeup on. I want to put my lips on. I want to just wear something nice. Even if I'm going to the grocery store, I still want to look like I am presentable and what like I feel is presentable.
Yeah, that's fair.
So that's why I'm against sweatpants. That's why I'm against leggings and
Sweatpants hater.
I'll wear them at home.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're in such an industry where it's like we would take comfort over fashion. So I want to take my weekend fashion over comfort.
See, I'm like that with makeup. I always wear makeup for work. I literally, if my call time is like 5:30 in the morning, I get up at 3:30 and I will always dedicate an hour to getting ready, do a full face of makeup, and then an hour to drive because I live very far away from anywhere I ever film.
Yes.
Which is fine, you know, we choose to live out there. So when it gets to the weekend, I'm like Friday night slugging. I'm like putting on I'm skincare every single night. Through and through.
Well, you have to be because we also work out in the elements or we work in like a studio where it's covered in dust.
Truly. And I got home from work last night and I think I did like a 15-hour day. So it wasn't too bad. Like, by the time you get there and I got home and I was like hyperactive telling Jamie about my day.
Yeah.
But I was like, I also don't want to shower. I was like, babe, get into bed. I'm like, what are you thinking? Like, what do you mean get into bed? Like, no, like I've got to do the things. And his mind is like, no, you just get into bed, take your makeup off tomorrow. Like, I don't think I could list one time in being an adult I've gone to bed with makeup
on. Unless you're like super hammered. There's like,
no matter how hammered I am.
Really?
Always take my makeup off.
Sometimes when I'm just like so hammered, like I will pass out and then Matt will be like, makeup. And I'm like, no.
Yep. No.
Really?
Never had that issue. Like I think it comes from a level of like OCD. If I don't do the things before I get into bed, like I have this new thing at the moment. Well, of how much we're pivoting. I have this new thing at the moment. When I get into bed, so I do all my skincare.
So what would your skincare routine be? Like, do you cleansing balm? Like, and like, what does that look like? Because everybody's skincare routine is totally different.
Okay.
Especially like work days versus weekend days.
Pour me some more wine. Okay.
Prosecco.
Sorry, Prosecco. It's called Prosecco because you can't call it champagne because it's only if it's from Champagne.
Yeah.
I learned that as a kid and that was like one of my fun facts that everyone knew.
And Champagne's in France. We should go to Champagne. But go on, skincare.
Yeah, so the first thing I'll do is I have this spray. Okay, so I used to get a thing back in the day called Birchbox. And it was this really cool box that you would get and you get 5 sample products and it'd come in a box. Loved it. It then went away, or I think you could only get it in the UK. Like,
Mhm.
and I remember like walking to like a pop-up in New York and was like, this is sick, but you can't get it over here. So the closest thing I could get was BoxyCharm, I think it's
Or there's
called.
like that
Yeah, and
Ipsy.
BoxyCharm is now Ipsy. So I
Oh, okay,
always
okay.
found like loads of cool products that I like in
Yeah.
time. Anyway, so to take my makeup off, they sell it at Sephora. It's like this
Love.
spray, and you spray it on your face, and it's like an oil. Leave it for a second, get in the
Yeah.
shower, then I like do a full.
Oh.
So that's one cleanse. Then I have like a pharmacy cleanse that I'll use, like the brand Pharmacy.
Yeah.
But I also like rotate my cleansers because I'm like, whatever I'm feeling or whatever's on offer, and like whatever packaging is nice, or if I'm gifted a product from work,
You'll
or
try
like
it.
whatever the scenario is.
Yeah.
So then I'll do 2 cleanses in the shower.
Well, because, yeah.
Then I will sometimes do a nice little peel situation.
Okay.
The Dr. Dennis Groth ones, very,
Yes,
they're
yes.
expensive, but I get them in a Sephora sale.
But they also have really nice eye patches.
I cut them in half.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I
Why?
cut the pads in half because I'm like, half of this pad can do my whole face. Then I put it in a little resealable
That's
bag,
smart.
and it's like, it's the best way to do it. But I only do it like twice a week. And if you do it, I always wear sun cream. And then what I'll do is a toner.
Mhm.
Have you ever heard of Scoa?
Yes. Love.
Yeah.
Obsessed.
Scoa is amazing.
So I use all their products. Like I have the cleanser, I have the tonic, I have the cream. I bought Matt the chapstick. I love Scoa. Cannot
It's
tell
amazing.
you how much I love them.
You know how I found them? I was walking past and I was like, this is a cute store that sells beauty products.
Yeah.
Went in, and what you can do is like you go in and they have like a menu, and you can do I do a monthly
Yeah,
subscription.
yeah.
So you go in and you're like, okay, I want to do a power facial once a month. And the power facial is the most basic one, but I think it's the best one.
It's so
Like
nice.
you go in and they do 45 minutes, which is a perfect amount of
Yeah.
time. It feels like an
Yeah.
hour. You go in, and I think if you don't have the subscription, it's $95, but it's $75 if you do it every month.
It's not even that much for like a facial.
It's not. It's really good. Then you get like 10% off on some of the products.
Yeah. And then you also get like a mini like chapstick when you get in there, and they like write your name. And I love when you go in there when you do the facial, they tell you exactly what they're putting on your face. I love that.
I like that.
Most people like the silent, but I like, okay, now we're
Yep.
going to do this. Now we're going to do that. And then she tells you what this is for. So you're like, oh, okay. So I could remember
Yes.
this when I want to go buy it.
Exactly. It's so nice. I have so many lip balms, so I give them to people.
Oh,
I've sent them home to my mum before, and she's like, why do you keep sending me lip balm? I'm like, are you not using the lip balm?
you need to.
Love it. I do have a funny story about Scoa though, but I for another time. It's just me being me. Anyway, so I like to use some of their products, use their toner. Then I do the whole serums, hydrochloric acid, all that stuff. I love The Ordinary. I honestly think you can't go
really?
wrong, but I feel like my skin can handle that.
Okay.
Like,
yeah. My
it's-
skin is way too sensitive. Way
It's-
too sensitive.
And I love a face mask. And I know a lot of
Ugh.
people are like, oh, like, you know, it's like the same as using makeup wipes. I'm like,
No, we
I
love
love a face mask. And I'm
Loop?
loving
What is it,
loops.
loops?
That's what I was going to say, but I don't think you can get it in Canada.
I think you have to order online.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I have when we were finishing Riverdale, we got it handed to us, and like I have the eye patches that I haven't used yet, but I want to use them for like an event. I don't want to just use them, you know.
They're
But I
so
put them in the
good.
freezer.
Yeah, they're amazing. And like loops, so I drive to the States quite a lot.
Yeah.
Because I literally live like 2 minutes away from the border. So if I time it right, I could just hop over the border, and I'm 20 minutes away from Target. That's where I get my loops from.
And they just put out the Taylor Swift Eras tour book.
A Target, I saw that.
I know.
I'll buy it for you.
And I want to go, so why don't we just go?
We'll just go to
We
Target.
need to go.
I love Target. I love Target, Trader Joe's. You know what I'm obsessed with from Trader Joe's?
Is what?
Macaroons. I don't even fucking like macaroons. If someone said to me, yo, you want a macaroon? I'd be like, no.
Oh my God, I love
But I like them, and I put
macaroons.
them in the freezer.
Oh, yes.
And they're just the most amazing, like, little treats. And I have half a bite, then I put the other one back. I'm obsessed.
You know what else they have at Trader Joe's, which is so ridiculously good, is the spicy chai latte like mix.
Yes.
And it's like you just spoonful into hot water, you mix it up, put a little bit of oat milk.
love.
Cannot tell you how addicted I am to chai tea lattes. That like outdoes every chai tea latte.
You know they're bringing a Trader Joe's to Bellingham, which is
No.
like 2 minutes across the board. Not Bellingham. Bellingham, they already have one. Literally
No.
straight across the border.
Is
It's
it
like Blaine or something like
Blaine,
that.
yeah, Blaine,
they're going to
yeah.
bring a Trader Joe's there.
Yes.
And you know what the thing is with Trader Joe's? I do love the quality.
Mhm.
And it makes me think if I lived back in England, I'd shop at a place called Marks and Spencer's.
I love Marks and Spencer's.
I love it. I go home
Marks
and like when I was a
Spencer's.
kid, I'm like, I want to go to Marks and Spencer's. Now I go home and I'm like, Marks and Spencer's, it's so bougie.
They have like cute little juices. I remember when I went
All
to
of
Europe
it.
2 years ago. The girl that I was traveling with, she used to live in London.
Yep.
And she would go to Marks and Spencer's all the time. So she would like show me like all
Love
the
it.
cool stuff. And they like apparently they have like really cute like creme brulees, like little cute juices.
Amazing.
And I was like, you get to shop for clothes,
Yep.
beauty products,
Wine.
and groceries,
They have
and wine.
and it's all like in-house stuff. I think like a lot of it.
Yeah.
Like the food in that. And it's like, you know what it is? It's an experience. And I know I know you're not a TikTok person. I do love a good bit of TikTok.
I just know if I ever go on TikTok, I would be so addicted
that.
that I would be like, oh my God, oh
Yeah.
my God, oh my God.
But on TikTok, I always see people looking at Air One stuff, which is a place in the States
Oh.
where it's a supermarket and it's like you'd pay $30 for strawberries. And it's like everything's just super, super expensive. But I realized it's the experience.
Yeah.
Now, I go to Thrifties, which is out in like
Yeah.
South Surrey, White Rock area, because I don't want to go to Walmart. I fucking hate Walmart.
I hate Walmart too.
Like,
no.
I go in and immediately am pissed off. You park and it's like there's trash everywhere. That immediately pisses me off. Then you got to go inside. Well, there's not a trolley, or you get a trolley and the wheel's fucked. That pisses me off. You go in. And
What happened to the Walmart greeters? That was my favorite. Is they would stand
they're
up
on the exit now.
Oh,
They're on the exit, and
because they feel like people are stealing.
like it drives me nuts. Then you go in, and I just feel like the people that are there, like everyone's like clueless. Write a fucking shopping list if you don't know what you're like.
Right? You can't just. I can't.
Like people walking into, and I'm like, that stresses me out. And I just feel like the products there, they're just not the best.
Yeah.
And then I will say, I used to like the clothing section. No, like I used to find like random things where I'm like, sick.
No.
In England, we call it Asda, and it's amazing.
Really?
Walmart in England is great. Asda, Die Hard. And where I'm from a place called Leeds in Yorkshire.
Yeah.
They call it the Alcote Centre. And
Ooh.
they've got Asda, Walmart connected to Marks and Spencer's, and they're like in one.
Oh my
and in the middle,
God.
they've got a place called B&M Bargains, which is like, I can't even explain. Like, if there's any British people listening here, they're going to be like, oh, B&M Bargains. You either get it or you don't. There's B&M, there's another couple of ones. And it's this store where it sells like, it's very much like Winners, but way better.
Like is it TK Maxx?
TK Maxx, TJ Maxx, whatever.
TJ Maxx, the one that's in the UK. I am obsessed. When I was over there, I bought like 4 dresses. So when we went traveling, we had to buy so I already came with one suitcase. My partner at the time came with another suitcase, and then we had our carry-on, and we had to buy another suitcase.
Love that.
Because we spent so much money at TJ
Maxx.
Yeah. I got like
amazing
a Michael Kors belt. I got a purse.
Yeah.
I like what?
It's so great. And you know, some of the fashion over there, like maybe wouldn't be right for England, but you'd then bring it here.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's the elite.
Great.
It's great. It's like very, very, very different fashion styles. Like, I definitely look at some of the clothes in England, and like, I think European women, we dress amazing.
Oh my God. It's so effortless,
Like,
but it's like you guys put so much effort, and like it goes back to why I don't wear sweatpants on the weekend, because I want to look and feel good. And I think, but like, I honestly do. Like, I feel like a lot of European women, they look so effortless, but they put themselves together. And it's like, we're not doing this for the men. Like, we are doing this to look and feel good.
We're
like, circling back around, like you said, when I don't like my outfit on set, I don't want to be here.
I hate everybody. Like, I immediately, I'm like, don't want to be here.
Yeah, I don't want to be here.
Like,
I feel like I don't look good. Like,
no,
I can't.
hate my life. No, don't. Why are you engaging with me? My hair's weird.
Right? Like, please just leave me alone. And that's why taking the time in the morning to look good, or even at night, like there's been some times where it's like you said, you don't want to shower before bed, but you have to, because you have to because you just feel so much better.
And I do the prep thing. So like my full skincare is like my morning base prep. And then you know how people do heatless curls?
Yes.
I'm big on heatless curls.
Have you ever tried the weird?
No, because it's just weird.
Okay.
So what I do is I get my dressing gown headband.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the thing that goes around. You guys call them house coats, whatever the fuck
I
they
love
are.
house coats. I'm obsessed.
And like, I put it around there and I wrap my hair and tie it on top and I look like a...
So what, like,
and I get, you know, when I come to work and my hair's all like wavy
Yeah.
and nice. Heatless curls, baby.
See, I want to try the weird thing where you put the clip on and it's like this weird sort
It's
of...
too heavy and it's
Is
like...
it?
You have to sacrifice a good sleep sometimes. I've recently found the sock one. If you're on TikTok...
I tried the sock one last night and I couldn't do it.
Really?
I really couldn't do it. I was like trying to like, I don't know. If anybody has any tips or tricks, please let me know. Because A, I looked ridiculous. B, I don't think I did it properly. And C, I like use like orange socks. So my boyfriend was like, what do you have in your hair? Yeah.
It is really specific how you do it. Like, I
was
will say, like,
hard.
it is really specific.
But like the weird little weird thing.
Yeah.
It's so easy because you put the clip here, you just tie it around and you just like, I will sacrifice my sleep to have nice hair.
But you got to learn how to do it. It's like the Dyson. I don't know if you ever owned a Dyson Airwrap. So I bought a Dyson last year.
Well, I watched Jenna do it the other night.
She was my...
Sabrina, and I was like, what?
Yeah, like it's really specific how you do it. But once you learn, it's great. The Dyson is my biggest investment.
Well, it was like $700.
Except for like my cats as well. They were a big investment. Yeah, I think I paid like $800.
Well, apparently they have like a sale going on at Sephora. Apparently the shark is also supposed to be really good too.
I've heard that.
But I watched Jenna do it and I was like, what is this magic? Like, what?
That is so funny.
I know. And it was like, yeah. Can we talk about Sabrina Carpenter?
Okay.
I just want to say I want her hair. And so I sent you 2 pictures the other day.
Was she wearing a wig?
You know what? Even if she is, she's protecting that beautiful blonde hair.
Okay.
Okay? Whatever. It still looks good.
It does look good.
Honestly, if it was a wig, fuck yeah, girl. Rock it. It looks good.
It does. And like her being on tour as well. It makes sense.
I mean, her hair's blonde. Like her hair is like very, very, very blonde. It's going to dry out. You can't curl it every night.
True.
But whatever she does to her hair, like gorgeous. And I was like thinking, should I get my hair that color or should I get it the Sydney Sweeney?
No, you sent me a picture yesterday.
Yeah. The Sydney Sweeney
It's nice,
one.
but you got to be careful because it goes yellow.
True. But my hairdresser is amazing. So she knows her shit. But I'm like, what blonde do I go? Because it is the winter time.
I do think you have blonde blindness.
What do you mean?
Like, you always think you're not blonde enough and your hair is nice and blonde. It is a little darker than it usually is.
Well, look at these roots.
Yeah, no, but I will say that now. But like, you're always like, I need to go blonder. I'm like, my girl, like your hair is pretty blonde.
Yeah, I think I have blonde blindness.
I do think you have blonde blindness. You know, this is really mean. I know we want to talk about Sabrina, but actually Sabrina low-key does the same. I met this girl who's friends with Jenna, and this is really bad. Hopefully she's never watching this podcast. I know, this is really bad. But we went to the rodeo in Cloverdale.
Oh, is it the girl that I know?
No, it's a different girl.
Oh.
And then we went to the Cloverdale rodeo, which is like my favorite thing to do every year.
Oh my God. Can we also circle back to when the first time we ever went to the Cloverdale rodeo?
Yes, we can.
Because that was fucked.
Yes, we
that
can.
was fucking
But anyway,
fucked.
my friend's friend comes and I was like, she looks like a clown. She had this like pink.
Oh, yeah, you were telling
Yeah, I think I showed you a picture and I like zoomed in and I was like, okay, I'm really mean right now. But she had this like pink that went all the way up and I was like, my dude, what is that?
Are we back in the 80s?
Like, and I think she had blush blindness. And sometimes I think Sabrina does, but I also, I will say, I bought her whole makeup kit and I hate myself for it. I went on
her whole makeup kit. Oh no, you have to send me this link.
I researched every makeup product that she uses and I bought it. Okay, on the next episode, I'm going to lay out all of Sabrina's makeup. And I'm going to show you the products that she uses that are in my makeup. I will bring them with me.
Yes.
And I will show you because some of them I'm like, you are paid to say you like this. Nobody likes this product. What is this product?
But what is it?
I will show you.
Oh, I'm so excited.
So looping back to the Cloverdale rodeo.
Oh
what was it? So 2023.
Yes.
This is when we were kind of just friends.
Yeah.
And we made friends with our friend Jenna and we were like, I think I'd gone to, so I moved here 5 years ago and It was my fiance. No. It was my boyfriend at the time. We weren't even engaged.
Oh.
His parents came over and we went on this mad day out and it was like, there's a rodeo. Yeehaw, let's go. So we go to the rodeo and we had the best time. It was so great. So I vicariously wanted to have, like, live through, you know, but do it with my girlies. So
and this was like the first time I've ever been to this rodeo. Like, I've never been to this rodeo before.
None of you had even ever been to my house. Like,
no,
this was
like the first like introduction of like, how cool are we?
So you guys all came to my house. I remember that. And I remember, like, we were playing music. The vibes were good. Jenna had a friend with her. She was so lovely.
Lovely.
Then there was me. There was you. Oh my God, the night just got bigger. I remember the second part of it.
And then Tiana was there.
Yeah, Tiana, our other friend who we met on Riverdale.
Yeah.
She's a good egg. I really like her. And anyway, so we get the taxi. I remember we were pre-drinking because I was like, the more we drink now, the less
we have to spend. Yeah.
So I remember we get the taxi and the taxi driver was like playing music. And I always sit, whenever I'm in a social environment, I will always sit up front.
Yeah,
I don't want to be. I don't want to be in the back part. Like, I want to pick the music. I'm a type A girl. I will direct you where we're going. I will tell you where to park. Like,
like, this is where we need to go. This is what it needs to be. This is my list of requirements.
Truly who I am. Anyway, so I remember the guy turned around and was like, happy birthday, Jenna. Gave her
gave her like a watch.
No, it was Dior glasses.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I still have those in my house.
She never picked them up?
She dropped them, so I picked them up in true Bex fashion and put them in my bag, and I was like, you know, I'm fucking confiscating
these. These are mine now.
I'm never going to wear them, but I was like... So I remember, she was trashed, right?
She was trashed.
And she was like, I met this carnival guy. I'm like exchanging numbers after being on the waltzes, and I was like, I'm not going on the waltzes. I'm not dressed for this shit.
Dude, and remember when we actually went to the rodeo?
She vomited
and then stepped in it.
Yeah, she vomited on the floor, then stepped in it. And then she saw a cute guy like 2 rows behind her.
She like wiped her face and walked up and sat next to the guy. It was...
She's going to watch this and she's going to be so mad. Jenna, I'm so sorry.
We love you, Jenny. Jenny, we love you, Jenna.
I love you, Schoolie. She's my ride. I love her. She's ride or die. I love her so much.
We need to get her on this.
We need to get her on the podcast and be like, listen, Jenna.
But then she should also redeem herself. She should tell her side of the story.
We should just bring it up as if we've never spoken about it.
Never said anything about it.
So then I remember we then left the road. We were like, we gotta go. Like, you're about to get us kicked out of here. Like, time is up.
And we also couldn't get into that weird bar that everybody like
that
lined
big
up
thing,
for.
And I was like, that's not my thing. Too many people.
Tiana had left us at this point. Like, she's gone. She's gone.
She
peaced out.
She peaced out. So then I remember my friend Emily's band was playing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they were playing right on the border in the States. And I was like, let's go.
Oh, they're so good.
You were staying at my house that night, right?
Yeah. But she, like, her band is so fucking good.
Dude, they're amazing.
Amazing.
So they're a family band. So that family, love them. Great people. So there's Roger, he's the guitar player. Roger is the dad. We love him so much.
Obsessed.
And then Serena is the daughter. She's
also the other singers. Yeah.
And then Emily, who's one of my besties, she's the other singer. And then they have...
Oh, wow. This is like kind of hitting me. I haven't eaten all day. Like, the most that I've had was a fucking Starbucks chai tea latte.
So
thank God I'm not driving.
Thank God we're not driving. So yeah, they're a band. Anyway, they were amazing. But I remember walking in that night being like, okay, we're all tipsy. We're all wearing cowboy stuff. Like, we were there for it. And I remember we got loads of cool videos and pictures. But Jenna was drunk. And I remember her falling on the floor. And do you know what I did? I remember what I did. I didn't say the location of this, so I can say the story. I was like, I don't want to pay for loads of drinks, so I poured a bottle of vodka.
Oh, yes.
Which is really unlike me. I'm not a vodka drinker. The only thing I would ever use vodka is for cleaning.
Well, I got my stomach pumped off of vodka, so...
Horrendous.
Twice, but that's a later podcast.
So I put this bottle of vodka in the water, which is totally something my mother would do. And I remember being like, let's go to the toilets. Let's do some shots.
Yes.
So we're in the washroom doing shots of vodka, and I think that's what tipped us all over the edge. Jenna, I just remember being like, we're going home, girl.
Yeah, but we all like looked okay. ish, maybe. I don't know.
I do remember looking back on pictures of that day and being like, oh,
Oh,
like,
no.
you know, when an event gets its own post because it's like,
Yeah.
it's such a good event.
Yeah. Or like it's own album, like back in the day of Facebook. It's like, good night out. Or like girls on the town.
Okay, give me my phone. Albums. Go to your Facebook. I want to see what albums you have.
Oh no. I deleted a lot of them.
Okay, album wise.
Oh wait, I have to pay for parking soon.
No. 45 minutes to go.
45 minutes to go.
I love that. In typical Vancouver fashion, you got to pay for parking.
Okay.
I never delete them because I'm like, it's really funny.
Oh, really? Because I'm like, ooh, if I die and like this is the only pictures that they have to show at my funeral.
How do you see your albums?
Wait,
okay, going to the bottom.
Where do you go? Photos?
Photos and get albums.
Okay. Oh no.
My first one.
Wait, where are the albums? Create album. I have Breeze Batch Vegas. That's about it.
How long ago was that?
Oh God, that was a awesome bachelorette party, like 3 years ago.
Oh, I'm talking like, I'm going back to one album that is 2011 and it's named, it's actually just called Becky Grant.
Oh no.
So,
oh no, you used to be a Becky?
I used to be Becky.
I
was Becky like growing up.
No.
And I was like Becki. There was
no.
No, that's cool. That's way cooler than with a Y.
I don't even know if Becky is.
Everyone has an accent. Like everyone in England has a regional accent. So you're Becky. My dad would be like, "Hiya, Becky," and I'll be like, "Yeah." Like they'll say. So I have an album called Becky Grant.
Is it like is it AY like Becky?
No, Becki.
Oh.
And I like Becky, and it's like me and a load of girls, and it's just like we all have concealer on our lips because that was the thing.
Of course. Or like that matte makeup
Truly
from CoverGirl. Wow.
And then I have living my best life at SeaWorld, New Zealand.
Oh no.
Australia, just keeping it real. New Zealand loves you. On set in Australia. Bex goes to Indonesia. Paradise in Asia. Then I have an album of me and my sister, two of a kind.
Do you ever look back at your old Instagram photos and look at your fucking like what you wrote?
No, but I should.
Like,
oh no. Oh no.
It's so bad.
Oh no.
Like I've deleted a lot of photos just because I'm so ashamed of myself, but it's like there was one where I'm with the Power Rangers and it says power.
Like you were working on the show?
Yeah, I was working on Power Rangers.
So you were an adult and you made an album called Power.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then there's another photo of me on Instagram where we're at a winery and I wrote a glimmer of hope in a crazy world.
Live, laugh, love.
Like,
you know my mum's a live, laugh, lover.
No, she isn't.
I think she is.
I'm obsessed.
Okay. Bringing it back to my parents for a second. So my parents are both like super Yorkshire, which is the place in England. And my mum is
we can
No. Like
no,
I love my mum through and through.
Yeah.
Like my family are amazing. But my mum is very much like her favorite thing to do is a thing called swap shop.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed.
And like, okay, I've got this item here. Don't want it. I'll swap it for something. And you put it online, you'd be like, oh, I'll take 10 rolls of toilet roll for this item. And you trade it, which is an amazing thing to do. Like,
because you're recycling, like consignment stores and stuff like that. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Is she retired?
Yeah.
So there you go.
So like she's living her best life.
She's living her best life.
But there's definitely things around the house. And she has
she just takes stuff and swaps them. Could you imagine?
When she gets mad at me, I'm like, swapping this.
Yeah. It's like a photo like of just you in like a nice picture frame. Well, I'm going to swap this photo.
Anyway, to wrap this up, and I want to talk more about this next week. But she has this chalkboard, and on it, I shit you not, and it's been there for 3 years. A happy wife is a happy life. I'm like, who the fuck wrote that? And my dad's like, oh, just gotta keep her happy. And my mom's like, oh, she's always happy. And I'm like, who are you fooling? But yeah, they're so sweet. I love them both. So
Very live, laugh, love.
yeah. And it's like, honestly, like my sister is close to my mom. Like, but if my mom pissed me off, I legit would be taking things and I'd be like, swapsies.
Swapsies. Mine.
Anyway, thanks for joining me this week.
All right, cheers.
It's been a pleasure.
Yes, happy 2025.
Happy 2025.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, next up, I want to start with your New Year's resolutions.
Oh,
You have a whole week to think about them. A whole week. Okay, I love you dearly, dude.
All right, well,
Adios.
I have nothing. Bye.